preservation of existing affordable housing is a sometimes overlooked but essential part of the way we deliver affordable housing to people across the country. There are federal programs, in some cases state programs, that are time limited. So they will run for a period of time, and then when you come to the end of that period, the property faces a choice, and the property's owner faces a choice. Do we try and renew it? Do we try and change the way the property operates and operate it to serve higher income folks? They also face the challenge of, well, the property is now 20 years old, or 30, or 50 years old, depending. It needs to be fixed up. It needs a roof, it needs systems, it needs parking lot, and right, all the different pieces that go into making a property operate. That requires capital. The challenge for affordable housing is if you know the rents are limited, the property can only earn so much into the future, it's hard for it to raise that capital up front, to put into those capital repairs. So when we think about the preservation of housing, it's from both of those challenges. One is the decision point, right? Should an owner of a property keep it serving low and moderate income folks? Should it switch over to another use, maybe higher income tenants? The other is, how do you fix it up and keep it from falling over? Both of those require resources. On the one hand, it's to make sure that there are returns available to keep the properties that have a choice in the affordable space. The other is to provide capital to fix roofs and whatnot. The federal government is the key source of those resources. Things like the low-income housing tax credit, renewal of project-based Section 8 rental assistance, which helps to pay the rent for people who can't afford it. The HOME program, which is a block grant that helps to pay for some of those upfront capital costs. All of those are tools that are used for preservation. As we think about going forward, say the next 5 years, the next 10 years, areas of the country where there is more economic activity, where there's more transit, where there are more jobs, more opportunities, those tend to be places around which affordable housing has already clustered. We need to make sure that we preserve that so that as we create the economic activity that's bringing us out of the Great Recession, that's helping communities rebuild, we don't do it in a way that forces low and moderate income folks out to the outskirts. We want to have communities where people can live near where they work and where there's affordable housing opportunities in them. Preservation is a key way to do that because all of those, a lot of that economic activity is clustering around where affordable housing exists. If we let that go away, then suddenly we've lost it.